Hey guys, I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be about the time when I got exposed all over social media. The reason for this video is because I just received a message from some lovely girl, and she basically was crying in the voice note on Snapchat saying that she wanted to commit suicide. And my heart just felt so heavy because I know how it feels to be in that situation when you've been exposed. So I just wanted to do a video just to explain my story and what happened to me and how it can help you guys out there that's going through something like this, and if something like this was to happen, how to prevent this from happening. So stay tuned. So when I was 18 years old, I was exposed by my ex-partner. I was very much in love with him. He was the love of my life. All I knew was him. Wake up, I'm next to him. Going to sleep, I'm next to him. Like, all I knew was him. And you know, I dedicated my life to him at such a young age because we were so young in love, innit? And I was a very in denial girl. I was just, you know, I was a mess. And because I was so much in love with him, I honestly didn't see how sick I was becoming and how it was affecting me. That was the first guy I've ever loved. Yeah, that was the first guy I've ever loved, babe. Like, babe, it was the first guy I ever loved. The first guy all I knew about was him, honestly. And he was always cheating on me, and I never quite knew that he was always cheating on me, but I kind of did, but I kind of didn't, because I was so in love with him that I was in denial. So whenever something will pop up or somebody will come and address me and say, oh, you know, I've been sleeping with your guy or whatever, I used to always just say, okay, like, they're lying, they just hate on our relationship. I was that dumb girl that will always say, people just hate on my relationship because he's so handsome. So I was just so in denial. And, you know, it was our birthday coming up, and we was like, yeah, boom. I was like, boom, I want to go on holiday, like, and I want to treat him as well because his birthday was a few days after mine. So I was like, you know what, this would make sense. Do you get it? And then I booked us a flight, and I was like to him, I got your birthday present. And he was like, what's the birthday present? And I was like, we're going to Turkey. And and then he was like, swear down. And I was like, yeah, like, make sure your bag's packed with him, all the information. I sent over his ticket to him, and then a few days later, it's like God was saying not to go on holiday with this guy, because now that I'm ready for us to go, I'm bare preparing, bare getting myself organised, bare looking forward to this. And you know, I get a message on Instagram, and I'm thinking, this girl's all sending me messages, sending me clips of them too, and I'm like, oh my God, like, my heart like just came out of my body. And I was so broken, and I was like, how can he do this? I'm sick and tired of this. Like, I'm honestly sick and tired of this guy doing this to me. I was like, I'm worth so much more, I'm worth so much, and I'm lowering myself to settle for this because I love him. Girls, please do not stay with a guy that cheats on you several times, or even cheats on you. If he cheats on you the first time, just leave, you know, regardless if you love him or not, just leave. So I was like, how can I, like, I'm just sick of it. And then after I broke up with him 2 days before we had to fly out. Ticket to my friend. We're going to call her Teo. So I gave my ticket to my friend Teo. And then she was like, yeah, she'll come. Like, she really needs a holiday anyway. And then afterwards, so we went now. I have not told him. I just changed his name all over I changed his name on the ticket and stuff. So he wasn't aware that he wasn't coming to Turkey until I got to the airport. He realised that, yeah, Renee's changed my name with the ticket. So we've landed in Turkey, and he's realised that I've gone to Turkey, but without him, because we're no longer together. I've ended the whole relationship. I said, I'm not in this. I've just had enough. Like, I never told him that I knew that he cheated on me, and he never really knew, why is Renee acting like this? Why is it that she's changed my name with the ticket? Why, well, like, what's going on? Like, he didn't really know. I just went because I was like, you know what? I've had enough of you. You can't feel like you can keep doing this to me. So I'm in Turkey now, and he doesn't know who I've gone to Turkey with. So he's thinking, who is Renee in Turkey with? Like, who is she in Turkey with? Bear in mind, I haven't snapped who I'm in Turkey with. I haven't showed anybody's faces or anything like that. So he doesn't know, innit? And because he doesn't know who I'm in Turkey with, he was just automatically assuming that I'm going to Turkey with some guy. And I wanted him to think that, like, you've lost the trophy. You've lost a queen, a beautiful queen, by the way. So I want you to feel like, yeah, I've now gone to Turkey with an ex-man. even though that's quite childish, but you got to understand I was young then. Do you know what I mean? Wow, like, did she actually leave the country? Did she actually change my name on the ticket to give to an ex-man? So you got to understand, he's in the UK, so his mind is all over the place. Like, he's panicking, like, his mind is just telling him bare nonsense. And I was in another country with my friend Teo, which is a girl, by the way. So we're having the time of our life. We're having so much fun. The guys in the country don't speak English, by the way. So the guy that was in my hotel, that works in the hotel, he was basically always dropping us places. He was like our little taxi. So he was always dropping us places and stuff like that. And he basically was translating anything that we didn't understand. Like, he was basically just really there. Like, he was really a nice guy. And like, he worked for the hotel as well. So it's not like he was a stranger, or, do you know what I mean? He's a stranger, but he works in the hotel. So obviously in my snaps you could see he was in the pool, and in my snap I will snap him to make it seem like, to try and basically make let's call my ex Patrick. So we was basically trying to make Patrick a bit jealous, and I was like, cool. He wasn't, but I was. So I was like, cool, let me you know, fast up myself and make snaps and turn the camera and in a certain angle to try and make Patrick feel like I've gone on holiday with the next thing. So he's like messaging me now saying, is this how you're acting, yeah? Like, what's going on with you? What's wrong with you? Like, you're gonna piss me off. Like, he's going mad, guys. Like, this guy is just going mad at me. I've opened it, I've left it, I've opened it, I've left it, not replying back to him, airing him, giving him the hair in it, because I was so angry. Like, this is what you've done. Like, look at what you've done. So this was the night of my birthday. This was the night of my birthday, guys. I've now come out. I'm wearing a nice white dress, slits at the side. I remember this was like it was yesterday. I'll never forget this story. And he's now seeing me upload pictures on Insta, upload pictures on Snap, and he's thinking, is this how you're going out dressed without me there? Is this what you're wearing? And he's like, he's getting so angry. Like, the guy was so jealous, moving mad, just moving a bit like irate. And then he will message me some insult, like abusive things. He was so abusive to me back then, yeah. And I would just look at it, not feel no type of way. I was just I don't want to read what you've got to say to me. I was just ignoring him the whole entire time I was in Turkey for 7 nights. And then this was the following night. Now I'm wearing a red dress when I was wearing curly hair like this, and I was in the bar, and then it was my birthday night, so people was just like giving me flowers. There were so many Turkish guys giving me flowers. Teo was having it. She was on the dance floor having so much fun. Then there was other girls that was in our hotel that even came with us there. And then I was like, oh my god, like, I'm having so much fun. Like, I don't have to think about what this guy has done to me. Do you get it? So we finished now. I was so tipsy but not drunk. So I knew what I was doing. I was aware what I was doing. I'm not stupid. Do you get it? And plus, I'm not a lightweight like that, so I can handle my drink. So I've made a snap with one of the Turkish guys, and obviously Teo's now come inside a snap. And obviously, bear in mind, all of Patrick's friends was adding me on Snapchat to pre, because there was a time where I deleted Patrick off my Snap because I didn't want him to see what I was doing, because leave me alone, it's my birthday, let me enjoy my time. You've already stressed me out, you've already broken my heart. I'm not trying to think about it. I'm trying to enjoy this day. I'm just trying to enjoy my holiday, make the best out of it. I really don't need you to come and do more damage what you've already done. So the party's already finished. I'm on the, like, Patrick FaceTimes me as I've like, when I've like exit the thing. Teo went across the road to get tattoos done, guys. Like, we were just living our best life. Like, Teo was like, Renee, I'm going to get a tattoo, yeah? I'm like, yeah babe, you go get that tattoo. So she goes and get a tattoo done, and I was like, you know what, I wanna follow you and get a tattoo done, but I'm not gonna do it right now. And my phone was ringing. I said to her, I'm gonna meet her in the shop. So my phone wasn't ringing. I answered the phone. It was Patrick. So I'm like, what you want? What you want? And he was going at me. I was tipsy. He was saying some hurtful things. He was throwing them at me. I was throwing them at him. And I went down below the belt, and he went down below the belt. So we was going tit for tat. We were both eating each other's head off. We both were saying like certain rude, disrespectful things to each other. And it ended up so bad. And he was with his best friend, and his best friend was involved in our relationship. Like, he knew about us. He lived with us one point at uni, lived with him one point at uni. So his friend really knew about our relationship and how much we really loved each other and stuff like that. So his friend was like trying to diffuse the situation and trying to say, you guys stop, man, stop. But we was not stopping. Like, Patrick is that type of person. Like, when he gets emotional, he doesn't know how to act on his emotions. So he will go right through it. Like, he will go at you, innit? And then when he's calmed down and he's back to his normal self, he'll deep that rah, man actually did F up. Do you get it? So after that, I've disconnected the call, mate. I've disconnected the call, and I was like, nah, man, I've just had enough. Like, I was so angry. I ran across the road because I was so angry. I ran across the road and I got myself a tattoo. I got myself these feathers, yeah, and I got myself feathers underneath my boob, in it. I got feathers, and Tay at the time, she got like 2 tattoos done. After that, we went home. We were so done out here, guys. We were so done out of here. As we was getting out the cab, I received another FaceTime, and this is when I tell you, like, I just felt the energy coming out of this guy's mouth, and the things that he was about to say was going to piss me off. And then he was saying things like, all right, Ren. He's like, yeah, Ren, you want to chat, you want to run your mouth, you want to say these things about me, say no more, watch what I'm going to do to you. He was making threats. He's like, watch what I'm going to do to you, I'm going to make sure that the whole world hates you, I'm going to make sure that you never pick up your phone again and take a picture. He's like, oh, I'm going to make sure that you cry every night. He's like, I'm going to break your self-esteem, I'm going to break your confidence, I'm going to make sure nobody wants to be with you. He's basically trying to tell me, I'm going to do all these things to you, but the only man that's ever going to love me is him. I was like, wow. Tears was coming out my eye. And he's like, I want you to say sorry. He's like, I want you to say sorry. Say sorry right now. I was like, in my head, I'm thinking, no, I'm not going to say sorry. What he wanted me to do, guys, was to beg. Because I'm so used to saying sorry to him, because I'm so used to like listening and following what he wants to do and how I should do things, like I'm so used to that. And I was like, you know what, I'm sick and tired of you thinking you can control me, thinking that you can tell me what to do all the time. I'm my own person, and I can do what I want. Do you understand? And then he's like, so you're not going to say sorry? You're not going to say sorry? I said, no, I'm not going to say sorry. And he's like, okay, say no more. Cool, you're bad, yeah? You're bad. You think you're a bad girl? Watch what's going to happen to you tomorrow. Let's make something clear. The Wi-Fi in the hotel was very, very bad, and it only works in the lobby area. So with the receptionist down to the lobby, that's the only place it works. It doesn't work in your room. It works in the pool area. That's it. It just doesn't work in the room. So majority of the time I was in my room sleeping, or I was doing my makeup or doing my hair and things like that. So this is the next day after we've had that phone conversation. He's made the threats, and I've received, like, no, we woke up. I was so hangover, like me and Teo, our head was banging. And obviously the guy that works in the hotel, he was knocking on the door, and he was like to Teo, your cab's waiting outside because we're going on a boat ride. So me and Teo, we completely forgot that we organised this trip to go sightseeing and, you know, things like that, to enjoy our time. And we had to jump up because we knew we spent money. So imagine all of this goes to waste. So we jumped up, we got ready and stuff, and then we had to jump right into the car. I didn't even have time to check my phone, guys. I had to jump in the car. And as soon as I jumped into the car, I had my shades on. I remember this. And do you know what it is? I get so sad, and I said to myself, I'm not even going to cry, because I've come a long way. And like, I'm so much mature now, and I've dealt with that pain and that hurt, so it doesn't affect me anymore. But I've jumped in the car now, I've got my shades on, and I'm just slumped, fam. I'm so slumped. Babe, when I tell you, babe, I'm so done out here. And we've now gone on the boat, and me and Teo, we've gone on top of the deck, and we've laid down, we spread out our little towel, we're laying down, we're just relaxing in the sun, taking in the sun. Bear in mind, I've already been exposed. At this point in the UK, I'm exposed. I don't know that I'm exposed. My phone doesn't work. My phone wasn't working without Wi-Fi there. Like, it was just done out here. So I've now been exposed. Several hours later, I'm not aware of this. So I'm laying down. Taya's laying next to me. She's like, Renee, why was you arguing last night? I was like, I don't know. I was so tired, I don't know. I can't remember. And as I'm laying down, guys, like, I started thinking about what happened last night. And then God was like, something was wrong. I had a feeling the moment I walked onto that boat and the moment I lay down, right, I had a feeling in my stomach that something wasn't right, like something's bothering me, something's wrong, like what's going on? And then my mind started thinking about Patrick, and I was like, oh my gosh, I had an argument with Patrick, Taya. And she's like, you, who? I was like, she's like, I had an argument with my boyfriend Patrick. And she's like, yeah, I heard you shouting, but I left you because I went into the tattoo shop. And then everything started hitting me. I jumped up, guys. But you see, when he threatened me, I didn't really know what he had on me, because the video that we did, I deleted it out of his iPad. But obviously at the time, I didn't realize that he could recover the video. So when I jumped up, right, I was like to the man that was driving the boat, you need to turn this boat around right now, or get me onto the shore, get me somewhere where I can use Wi-Fi. I looked, when I guys, when I tell you, I was so scared, I was panicking, I was shaking him, like I was shaking the man that was driving the boat. I was like, sorry, but I really need to use my phone, I need Wi-Fi. I was like, please, I need Wi-Fi, nobody understands. I was screaming, I was shouting. Taya was holding my hand. She's like, Renee, calm down, Renee, like, what's wrong with you, calm down. And I was telling Taya was like, I think you're overreacting, maybe he's not gonna do it, like, you don't know, he's only saying it to hurt you. But guys, when I tell you, my gut was telling me it's done, he's done it, because I know him. When he says he's gonna do something, he's gonna do it, but he's gonna make sure I feel every single bit of pain. So when it happened, I was like, please, I need to go into shore. I kept begging, I kept crying, because I knew. I stopped crying at one point, and then after, all I saw was the boat parked up, and he was like, okay, we're taking a 10 minutes break. You know, I was like, you know when you're in Bora Bora and then you have that, like, there's a bridge in the water that leads you to the other side. I was running, like, get him on, girl, get him on. Like, I was running so much, and I can feel the bridge was shaking, fam. I didn't care. At that point in life, I was like, if I'm going to drop and drown, I'm going to drop and down. I have nothing else to lose. My life is done. You get it? So I went running. And then I saw some lady at the shop, and she didn't speak English, but I was like, please, I need to use your Wi-Fi. What's your Wi-Fi? Please, what's the password? She's like, no, it's not for free. It's not for free. I said, listen, I've got £50 in my pocket. I just gave her the whole 50. Like, I didn't even care. I just wanted to use Wi-Fi. I used the Wi-Fi, connected. Guys, my phone was on 100%. My phone went down to 20%. Twitter was blowing up. Snapchat was blowing up. Instagram was blowing up. My family was blowing me up. My family, like, everybody was trying to get to me. And you know what it is? People that loved and care about me was telling me to wake up. Because the last thing I posted on Twitter was, I'm going to sleep, I've got a very bad headache. So everybody was thinking, Renee's still sleeping, she's still sleeping. Like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Like, Renee, wake up. Everybody was like, Renee, what's your password? Let me remove the picture. Basically, what he did was, he took a screenshot of certain positions, right, in the video, and then he screenshotted it, and then he uploaded it on my own Twitter. At that point, I had like 6,000 followers. I was like, wow, like, do you know what I mean? So he uploaded a picture making it seem like I've exposed myself, and then he captioned it, I'm in Turkey having the time of my life. So everybody's now thinking, this girl's on holiday being a whole, fam, like, what's going on? But when you can tell in the video, I had like a front fridge and a little ponytail hairstyle. Like, it was a very old picture, and I'd done that one in 2012 when I was very young with him, because, you know, I was just very stupid and so in love with him. Like, I didn't understand, like, what I was doing most of the time. So he's now exposed me and stuff, and I'm all over the social media and things like that. Guys, I was just looking at my phone like, wow. Taya looked, she's like, what's wrong? She looked at the phone and she said, oh my gosh, Renee, I'm so sorry. She's like, Renee, I'm so sorry. And tears flood my face. I've never cried so much in my life, but tears flood my face, because I couldn't believe that this is a man that I've been with for 3 years, and we've been through so much together, and you've never ever once done something like that to me, but you decided to do that to me. What? Because I had an argument with you, because I said a few words and you said a few words, and do you know what I mean? And the whole reason of us being in the situation, because you cheated on me, and now look, you're trying to make the whole world think I cheat on you. And everybody was calling him. When I FaceTimed him straight away. And you know what he said to me? I was like, why would you do that to me? Why would you do that? You're so evil. And he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. It wasn't me. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. It wasn't me. Somebody else did it, not me. He was denying everything. He was denying every single thing he's done to me. He told his whole friends, everybody that asked him, he told his whole friends, yeah, that I cheated on him why I got exposed. He doesn't know who exposed me. He lied to everybody. So imagine now, I had to deal with the hate from people. I had to deal with people pointing their fingers at me, telling me I'm a hoe, I'm a cheater, I cheat on my man, why I got exposed. And do you know what it is? When he exposed me, I never spoke about it. I never told my story. Later, like what, 2-3 months ago, I then told my story, but that video got deleted because I got hacked on YouTube, so somebody deleted it. So this is why I'm telling my story again today, because it's like, I want everybody to understand, just because you're in love with a man, yeah, does not mean you need to do the things that we do because we feel in love. But when he exposed me, I was, you know, very broken, and I was very disturbed. Like, I couldn't believe, like, I went into depression. Like, depression kicked in. You know, I was anemic at one point. I was very depressed. I was fainting everywhere. I couldn't bring to myself to accepting that this is what he's done to me. I was so scarred, you know. I was so hurt. I've never felt pain like that in my life, but I felt that pain. The fact that he was denying it and letting it and making everyone think that I'm this horrible person when I'm not. You know, and I thought, you know what, I don't want to talk about it. I just deactivated on every social media, and I ghost, and I had to take time to heal, and I had to fix my life, because my life was all over the place. My life was broken. I was lost in love. Like, I didn't understand what was going on, and I just really wanted to say, like, just because I was exposed, I don't want anyone to think that this might not happen to you. This will happen to you if you do dumb things that I did. You know, because I was in love with a man. What is that? A man that loves you will never want to do things like that to you. So I'm going to make another video explaining how it affected me and how I bounced back from that effect. I just basically wanted to tell my story and how I got exposed, because, you know, I feel like it can benefit you guys, it can help you guys, and I just wanted to share my story time. And I hope that you guys, those that didn't know but was aware of it but didn't understand the story, now knows what really happened to me. And it's not because I cheated on him. I've never cheated on this guy. He was the love of my life. I wanted to have kids with this guy. I was so obsessed with him that I wouldn't even speak to Mandem. I was so in love with him. But on my birthday, he was in my DMs on Twitter. He was deleting people. He was deleting my pictures. He was telling people to F off. He was just very jealous and controlling at the time. Cool, he was young, but that's not an excuse. You get where I'm coming from. And I just feel like, you know what? It did affect me. And I just really hope that you young girls out there that are watching my channel, and those girls that look up to me and want me to help them, I just really hope that you don't make the same mistakes that I did. That's it. I didn't want this video to be so long. I just basically just wanted to explain what happened to me and how, you know, how I got to being all over the social media. But I love you all. Thank you guys so much for watching my channel. Thank you to the Notification Gang. I love you guys so much. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.